If you're moving to Minnesota for the wrong reasons, you're gonna feel it fast. Because this is one of the easiest places to justify on paper and one of the easiest places to feel disconnected once you're actually here. The winter, the pace, the lifestyle, it's not what most people expect. But if it does fit you, it can be one of the best decisions you make. So let's break down the real pros and cons of living in Minnesota. Not just the obvious ones, but the ones that actually affect your day-to-day life. So you don't end up in the wrong place for how you actually live. Quick question before we get into it. What's pulling you towards Minnesota right now? Cost, lifestyle, or opportunity? Because your answer to that is going to matter a lot. Pro number 1, high quality of life. One of the biggest reasons people move here is the quality of life. And when you're here, you feel it pretty quickly. Things are clean, infrastructure is solid, public spaces are well maintained. There's levels of stability here that a lot of people aren't used to. You're not constantly dealing with chaos or unpredictability. And for a lot of people, especially relocating from bigger or faster cities, that feels like a reset. But here's where it flips. Con number 1, winter is a lifestyle, not a season. You've heard it, cold, snow, winter. But living through it is different. This isn't a couple of bad weeks, this is a month of cold, short days, and snow that sticks around. And it doesn't just affect the weather, it affects your routine. How often you go out, how you get around, even your energy levels. This is where people either adapt or just start questioning why they moved here. The payoff is this: if you prepare for it and build your routine around it, it becomes manageable, but you can't ignore it. Pro number 2, strong job markets and stability. Minnesota has a very stable economy. Major companies across healthcare, finance, retail, and tech are based here. That creates consistent job opportunities and long-term stability. So if you're moving here for work or just want a place where things feel predictable financially, this is a strong market. But there's a trade-off tied directly to that stability. Con number 2, taxes and monthly costs add up. This is where people get caught off guard. Minnesota has higher state income taxes than many states, and property taxes can also be higher depending on where you buy. So while home prices might be reasonable, your monthly costs can creep up quickly. And if you didn't plan for that, that's where stress starts showing up. The payoff here is awareness. If you understand the full cost going in, you're not surprised later. And I'm curious, are you looking at home prices right now or monthly payments? Because Minnesota makes those two feel very different. Pro number 3, outdoor lifestyle. When it's good, it feels good. If you enjoy being outside, Minnesota delivers. Lakes everywhere, parks, trails, and when summer hits, everything changes. People are outside constantly, on the water, walking, biking, socializing. It's completely different energy. And for a lot of people, this is what makes living here worth it. But that leads me directly into the next reality. Con number 3, your lifestyle will change with the seasons. Minnesota is not consistent year-round. Your lifestyle in July and your lifestyle in January are completely different. Summer feels active, social, and open. Winter slows everything down. You're inside more, you plan differently, your routine shifts. Some people love the contrast, others struggle with it. So the real question is, do you want that kind of seasonal change in your life? Pro number 4, you can get more for your money. Compared to places like California, New York, or even parts of Chicago, your money goes farther here. You can get more space, better neighborhoods, high quality homes. This is one of the biggest drivers for relocation. People feel like they can actually build a life here, but this is where people make a key mistake. Con number 4, choosing the wrong area can ruin the experience. Not every part of Minnesota feels the same. Even in the Twin Cities, you have completely different environments. Some areas are walkable and active, some areas are quiet and suburban, some are still developing. And if you choose based on price alone, you might end up in a place that doesn't match your lifestyle at all. That's when people start feeling disconnected. The payoff is simple. Choose based on how you want to live, not just what you can afford. And this is where I want to ask you, when you picture your life here, do you see something more active and social or quiet and more spaced out? Drop in the comments because that decision matters more than you actually think. Pro number 5, strong sense of community. Minnesota has a strong community feel. People are friendly, neighborhoods feel established, there's a sense of consistency. It's not as transitional as bigger cities. And for a lot of people, that's exactly what they're looking for long term. Con number 5, it can take time to feel connected. This is something people don't expect. Minnesotans are nice, but building deeper relationships can take time. If you're coming from a place where things feel more immediate socially, this can feel slower. You might need to be more intentional. Join things, meet people, put yourself out there. But once you do, it becomes much more connected experience. So when you step back and look at all this, Minnesota isn't just good or bad, it's specific. It works really well for certain lifestyles and not as well for others. If you want stability, space, community, and a seasonal lifestyle, this can be a great fit. If you need warm weather year-round, consistent activities, lower taxes, you might want to think twice. At the end of the day, moving to Minnesota isn't about the state itself. It's about whether the lifestyle matches what you want, because that's what determines whether you enjoy living here or start second-guessing your decision later. If you're thinking about making the move and want help figuring out what areas fit your lifestyle and budget, feel free and reach out. And if you want more breakdowns like this, what it's really like living here, where to live, what different budgets get you, make sure you subscribe. Because the more clarity you have going into this, the better decision you'll make.